Good morning, students. Today we are in the continuity of the forecasting. In the previous class, we discussed about the what is meant by forecasting, what are the applications of forecasting, necessity of forecasting, and types of forecasting. At the same time, the demand forecasting is the main criteria to go for the demand forecasting and what are the types of demand forecasting. In this class, we are going to discuss the methods of forecasting. Then, what are the methods of forecasting is nothing but there are two types of forecasting to identify the methods. So, one is qualitative and the another one is quantitative. So, one is qualitative and the second one is quantitative. What are the methods we are following in the qualitative method and quantitative method? We will discuss in the separate manner. So today we are dealing with qualitative methods. So firstly, what are the methods under the section of qualitative is the executive opinion method, next Delhi method, sales force composite method, survey of buyers, and test marketing. So these are the six methods we are coming under qualitative methods for taking the forecasting. And the second one is quantitative. These are the quantitatives we will discuss in the next video also. So what are the contents we are going for the method of approaching the forecasting is qualitative method. Under the qualitative method, the main thing is the executive opinion method. So to approach for any forecasting, we have to identify and clearly state the what is the objective of forecasting, and the objective of forecasting may be short term or long term. So depending on the these short term and long term and medium term forecasting, depending on that we have to follow the method of application to find out the forecasting. Then select the appropriate method of forecasting and identify the variables which affect the demand for the product and express them in a appropriate forms. So after getting the period of term, we have to select the appropriate method and then identify the dependent variables and independent variables which are related to the demand, that is dependent demand and independent demand terms that we discussed in the previous class also. Then gather the relevant data to represent the variables and forecast them either by in terms of physical units or in terms of sales volume of rupees also. Then that is the main thing we need to give a clarity about this method of forecasting also. Then here it is a actually the qualitative forecasting is a it's a statistical technique to make the prediction about the future estimations which use it to expert judgment instead of numerical analysis. So in this method, depending upon the opinion and knowledge of the highly qualified and experienced employees to predict the future outcomes. Then these are the different types of qualitative methods we are applying here. These executive opinion method is the main important technique. In that, the opinions of all small groups of high level executives. So the opinion, it is purely based on the different departments executives opinion and average them to a single one, and that will results in the future forecasting sales. So this method can be a very easily and quickly technique without the necessity of elaborating the statistics, just by taking the opinion of different departments and taking amalgam of these all the opinions and make a single decision to plan for this forecasting of future sales. And then but there is some disadvantage is that depending on the individual opinion that may not be enormous and can carry from a individual and to individual. So the opinion may not be the same for all the executives. So it is their individual and their experience dependent demand or their decision. So it may causes the executive to take the decision in a right manner. It may not be leads to a wrong forecasting also. So this is maybe a time reducing process, but the outcome may not be a correct. So for what extent it may be correct, we have to re-convey these opinions and taking the good decision for getting this good future sales of forecasting also. Then Delhi method. In this Delhi method, the panel of experts are selected and are individually questioned about the upcoming events. So in this method, in the same method of this group executive opinion, here also we are taking this questionnaire about the selected candidates of individually about the upcoming events. They don't form a group. So here we are not taking the group of opinions by taking simply of questions given to individually. From all these we are getting the correct opinion. That is for long range of forecasting, this method is a beneficial and very effective. The main disadvantage of this method is to form a return there. Returns there is a lack of low reliability. So in this method, it will impact of a hypothetical nuclear attack on United States. So this is the major allows the expert to make the forecasting. This method is mainly estimating the market size and timings. Okay, while we are taking the long run of period, this method may be used to make the market size and estimating the timings also. This Delhi method draws a panel of experts eliminating the potential dominance of most of the prestigious and most verbal and best sales people also. So then there is some procedure for the Delhi technique also. Firstly, we have to each expert in the group makes independent predictions in the form of brief statements, and then these will be coordinator collect the information and coordinator will edit and clarify these statements, and coordinator provides a series of written questions to the experts that includes the feedback supplied by the other experts also. These three steps we have to be in the practice to until the number of rounds we have to follow until to get it the good decision of this forecasting in the sales and at the same time profitable also. But this development has a disadvantage that this process may take a very long time. So, and at the same time the high accuracy may not be possible, and a purely designated questionnaire will result in the ambitious of false conclusions also. The responses may be less also. The next one is sales force polling. In this method, the method of forecasting is done based on the opinions of salespeople. So this is based on the salespersons who are working in the company or in the market. Their opinions may be taken up or their feedback may be collected, and according to the salespersons, we have to take up the uh, decisions, since these salespersons are very effectively interacted with the customers or clients, so that they knows what is the wrong with the product or what is the necessity or demand of a product to the particular customers. They know the exact terms. Since they are closest to the customers, they will better predict the requirements of the customers also. So this is a very good thing to identify this method of qualitative forecasting. And the main advantage of this technique is It is very simple to use and understand. The information can be segregated and easily into different categories. But the drawback is the salespersons can be either optimistic and pessimistic about their predictions, and they can lead to inaccurate forecasting also. So this may be very uh, closer to the customers, uh, and it may give the good information about the customer needs or requirements. That means customer will buy the product, or they may refuse the product or quantities or services. These are the main things. The persons who are very close to the clients or customers, they will know the exact. But the main disadvantage is uh, the salespersons may not able to distinguish between what customer would like to do and what they actually will do. Okay, the maybe the sales force may be overly influence of their recent experiences. Okay, they may perform or they may quote which are fixed based on their estimates. Okay, then next one is consumer service. This survey is conducted directly on the customers regarding their purchases or the products, and these surveys can be done through phone contacts or personal interviews or questionnaire to obtain the data from the customers. So it is a very simple also, and the customer interest in a particular product or services by means of customer survey and opinion. This can be used to force demand for the short, long, and medium terms also. The main most advantage is the best thing is the customer's opinion are more valuable for the executives and salespersons also, and the information that may not be available elsewhere can be obtained from the directly from the customer service. But the disadvantage is that the surveys can be expensive and time consuming also, and response time may be poor. It may not be possible to approach every potential customer also. So if the sample size is inadequate, and the opinions obtained may lead to forecasting errors. So this is regarding the the technique of qualitative method for finding the forecasting. Then coming to the quantitative methods. Then the quantitative methods is available for forecasting, or maybe segregated to two models, that is a time series model and associated model. The time series model and associated model are, it is purely time series is an uninterrupted set of data observations that are ordered in equally spaced interval, that is the time series or time intervals. Based on the time intervals and the time series, we will calculate the forecasting. And in associate models, the forecasting is based on the identification of the variables or the factors that can predict the values of the variables in the question. So these are the uh, qualitative, quantitative methods based on their investigation is that Navi approach and moving averages and exponential smooth return and trend projection. These four are related to a set of times. So these are comes under the time series models, and the linear approach, which is associated with the model. So this is the one of the different type of technique. Then the qualitative forecasting method, it is a statistical technique to make predictions about the future, which are numerically measuring and a prior effort to predict the future events also. These techniques are based on the modeling of mathematics and in the nature, which are used mostly in the objective. They are highly dependent on the mathematical calculation. These time series, which are examining the past data patterns and forecasting the future in the basis of underlying portions that are demanded for the many time series models like simple and white and moving average seasonal indexes. Okay, these are the main things we need to learn here. In associated models, these are known as causal models. The model assumes that the variable that can be forecasted in associated other variables also. These predictions are based on the associations which are made it in the earlier, and the regression of linear is one of the simple technique of forming an associated model of forecasting. These compared with the qualitative, these quantitative forecasting methods are very easy to predict based on the underlying information, and the data can be used to forecasting automatically without any complications. Any com any complications that are related to that is based on the selective value of independent variable, and without any complication any person can easily forecast on basis of available data. One of the most disadvantages of this method is its dependence on the data, and the entire forecasting depending on the data of underlying model, so that an error in the available data may lead to wrong forecasting also. So in this quantitative model, we are having four methods, that is statistical model and trend projection and least square method and economic analysis. So these are the four techniques in the quantitative technique, and again the statistical model is again divided to three, that is correlation analysis and regression analysis and Navi ratio method also. So this correlation analysis and regression analysis and Navi method Uh, these are the main things we need to learn about this the technique.